included.
Construx. You build. Construx. Control. Construx. Action. Construx.
Power Creations Construx from Fisher-Price.
Construx.
Alright, hey guys, and welcome back, as this time I'm taking a look at the Construx series of building sets by Fisher-Price. Construx was first introduced by Fisher-Price, then still a division of Quaker Oats, in 1983. They were designed as action building sets that set themselves apart from other brands like Lego because they have multiple moving parts like pulleys, wheels, hinges, and rotors that can bring your creations to life. The first sets were aptly named the Imagination series and came with gray beams and six-way connectors called knots, which allowed your creations to be faster to build, bigger, and come to life with moving parts. You could build almost anything you could imagine, from off-road ATV vehicles to fast futuristic race cars, or even a fully motorized space robot that you could bring to life with the Construx Power Pack in their motorized series released in 1985. Many more sets were released as well, like the Construx Space series in 1984 that had parts that glowed in the dark, the Alien series in 1985 with black and purple pieces for a sci-fi look, and the Military series released in 1986 that had full-color camouflage army tanks and helicopters you could build. All these sets would remain in production until 1988. At the 1989 Toy Fair, 3 new Construx sets were shown but never produced: the Starter, Basics, and Advanced Construx sets, as interest in the line was beginning to decline. However, they were briefly brought back in 1997, this time by Mattel, and then quickly discontinued. However, in 2017, the Construx name would be rebuilt and rebranded as Mega Construx, which is still popular today.
Alright guys, now let's take a look at some of the Construx Fisher-Price building sets that I have here. And now I have to say, this is kind of a hodgepodge between a couple of different sets. This is mainly the 6001 Fisher-Price Trailblazer set, which was basically kind of your starter set that came with a ton of building materials and things like that, pegs, wheels, what have you, so you could build a whole bunch of different stuff. And then there's also some from the Outer Space set. So there's a whole mix of different things in here. I gotta say right off the bat, this is one of my favorite toys growing up. I had a lot of really fun building type toys. I had, of course, Legos. I'm sure a lot of you guys probably had. I had this, the Construx. I had other different sets where there was a set by Ohio Art that was called Zax, which were like these triangular little things that you clip together and looked really bizarre, and I hope to do a review on those sometime in the future. I also had another set where you could build different bridges and stuff like that, and you'd have little wind-up things that had a battery, and then they would like break apart, you'd rebuild them again. So I loved any type of building set growing up. They were so much fun because you could just spend an entire day growing up just building whatever the heck you wanted. So let's take a look first at the manual and the instructions that would have came with this set. And so here we go. This is the Construx 6001 Trailblazer set instructions. And you got a really cool picture there of like this race car on the front. So let's open this up. Let's take a good look at this. And one thing that's neat, I think, about this toy set is that this is part of a division of Quaker Oats. It actually says that right here in the manual. So I think that's neat because you don't see a lot of toys or anything made by Quaker Oats. So you got the instructions on like how the pieces and everything kind of work. All your different pieces that you get, the different beams, the knots, which are like these 6-point pivots. You have one that spins, and those are the main thing that makes all this work, are these little pivots. And then you have these pictures here for building the larger vehicles. Like this is how to build a dragster, and it shows you all the different parts you'll need and how to connect them. You have like how to build a tanker truck, and it swivels and stuff, so that's really cool. And then you have different actions of like the rotor blades, how to use those bendable beams, different pulleys, cylinders, connecting cylinders, using different types of tires, how to put the control seat assembly together, which unfortunately I'm missing for this. And then you got your Construx man, and he's supposed to come with 3 different hats. Well, not hats, like 2 different helmets, actually, construction and outer space, and then the hair. So I only have his hair, he doesn't have the other ones. And so there's all your basic information on how to get started with this. And then we'll take a look at the back here, and you can check out all the cool stuff that you can build with this set. And there's so much fun stuff with this. You can build like a hang glider. You got like this off-road ATV trike. You got another just type of dump truck construction vehicle. You got like a small engine plane. This I think is supposed to be either like a ramp, maybe for the like the trike, or it could be kind of like a ray gun, I guess. I don't know. You got this basic general little race car, a motorcycle. I guess that is supposed to be for the motorcycle, so it looks like he's flying off the ramp. I guess maybe that's what that's for. You have another type of dragster race car. You got this other construction vehicle. It looks like it's, you know, hauling like, you know, waste or trash or something. And we flip this over. We'll check out the other ones. And you got some other basic space ones. This was before they came out with that like purple and black design. And you got like these cool like TIE fighter looking things, which are very, very close to Star Wars. So I'm surprised they maybe didn't get in trouble making spaceships that look so similar to what you know saw in the Star Wars franchise. You got a cherry picker here for like working on, you know, electrical wires and stuff like that with the bucket. You got the race car. You got a you know, small helicopter. You got this really cool dragster. That looks really neat. And I don't think I showed this guy in the middle here. You got another type of like, I don't know, maybe that's like a space vehicle here. Let's see, where is that? Oh, right there at the bottom. And, you know, I don't know, maybe at an airport or something. It's kind of hard to tell what these things really are. So it's one of those things where you really, truly have to use your imagination, you know, not just to build them, but to even kind of figure out what the heck you're looking at. So we'll start and we'll take a look at the actual Construx building set here. We'll move these guys out of the way just for the time being. Alright, now I believe this is the set that I had growing up. I really don't remember, it's been so long, but this is kind of your basic startup set. And I mean, just look at the size of this thing. This is unbelievable. This is like the size of a suitcase if you're going on vacation. You know, this looks like something you would have seen in those James Bond movies. It has the flaps up top that like lock everything together, like you're carrying secret documents around or something. This is insane. Like even Legos like never came in anything like this big. Like you could buy storage containers for them, but this is just a whole nother level. I like the bright orange color, and then of course it says Construx, Fisher Price on the front. So now let's take an up-close look at that. Alright, so now let's flip this over. There we go, and then you just you got this nice big handle for carrying it around. So I mean, just look at this thing. This is crazy. And you flip these little hinges up there. There we go. And then you just got all these different little parts in here. You got these wheels for some of the larger tanker trucks. Unfortunately, I'm missing some of the axles for these, so I can't really use these. Then you got just your different beams. These are the ones for that other space set that would have came along later. And then you got the other, you got like your little canisters and stuff. And I'm not sure how they would have really showed how they connected together. I guess that's good enough. I don't really see how that 100% connects, but whatever. You got your other basic gray beams and stuff that would have came with this basic building set. And then of course these guys, your pivots or your knots as they're called. So, you know, they're the little 6 points where you can attach stuff onto, and that's what really made all this work here. And then you got other stuff for the space set as well, like these really cool purple canopies. I've only got this one here, this little translucent wheel. That's really neat. I think that's really fun and cool. And then other just different stuff, little spinner and pivot knots. So these, you know, they're all different different things to make everything work. So that's your basic set. You know, you got these other guys too, or they're the little beams to hold things together. And then these guys are for like filling voids and spaces to make it look more like a vehicle or what have you. So this is your basic set. This is what you would have pretty much gotten, and this is what would have gotten you started in, you know, just building whatever the heck that you wanted to build. So now let's go ahead and we'll take a look at some of the things that I put together from this set and from the instruction manual. So here we go, there's Construx Man. And then we have this little airplane. And that's pretty neat, I think. Unfortunately, it's missing some of the gray beams in the back. They're missing, and it's missing that control seat. So you can see around the back here, it has, I have to use the black beams to finish it, and then these are also mismatched, those panels, but like it still looks good enough to where, you know, it looks like a plane. I mean, more or less as much as you can really with this set, but I think it looks really cool. You got the little airplane rotor that spins around, although it's a little stiff, I guess, from being kind of old. And you got these big wings on it. And so, yeah, it's definitely a little odd looking. That's the thing with Construx, but like, I think they're fun. Like, they're really easy building sets to just put together. And even though he doesn't have a seat, you can use that peg and just kind of put them on there. The wheels really roll very nice. And I really think there's something to just the way this set looks, just the overall look of it. It's definitely very different and very cool. So I really like the design of that. I like how that turned out with this little small engine plane. I just chopped his head off there. Helicopter or what have you. So that's cool. So now let's go ahead and we'll take a look at the spaceship here. And now I think this is probably my favorite because I really had to get creative with this because I didn't know, there's no instructions. I didn't know what to really put together with this. And since there's not a lot of pieces, I just was kind of winging it. So we got this crazy little spaceship here. And I think it looks pretty neat. You got like these little, even though these are supposed to be engines, you can kind of pretend those are like, you know, laser cannons or something on the front. I love the black and the purple. The purple canopies are really, really cool. And these actually glow in the dark. So you got these here for the back engines. Then I just got these on here for like 4 different, you know, kind of thruster engines and stuff. And it really has that kind of a, just like that Battlestar Galactica, I want to say, look to it. Or just like, I don't know, just some crazy, wild outer space spaceship. And so we can go ahead and we can lift the canopy up. And we'll put Construx Man in here. Now he should have his helmet, so he's kind of a tight squeeze. And I didn't expect his arm to pop off there. Let me go ahead and put that back on. There we are. And so this is definitely a tight squeeze to get him in there. Then you just put the canopy over like this. And there we go. You got your Construx Man, and he is ready to blast off into another galaxy. So this, I think, looks really, really cool, even though, you know, I guess this probably isn't how this is supposed to be put together or how it's supposed to look. But again, it's, you know, just to your imagination, so there's really no rules or whatever. And I think that looks really, really cool. That's really super fun. And I wish I had more of this to be able to put more of these together, because this is really fun. And I'm sure I would have loved having this growing up, aside from the regular set. Well, alright guys, that's going to do it for my review of Fisher-Price Construx Action Building System. Hope you guys enjoyed taking a look at this cool vintage building system with me today, and I'll see you guys back here next time.
Hey guys, if you liked the video that you just watched, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below, and you can follow me at Facebook at King of Retro or Twitter at #8ByteBrian. See you next time.